This is Sabrina joining you once again from Georgia, and I'm here to go through the July pages for my daily journal. And the bird you hear in the background is my parrot screaming. We are outside in the screened-in porch. She's just finishing up a bath and she's a mess. Well, it certainly is summer here. It's very hot and the black-eyed Susans and the zinnias are blooming, so I thought I'd include some of those. And this is a nest, two nests that Phoebe birds had made. She had a clutch of birds that hatched, and then for some reason she laid some more and then they didn't hatch. So here we are. They made two nests this year, actually, right beside each other. She only used the one on the left. Anyways, back to the journal. We're doing July. And if you haven't joined me before, I do daily inspirations for each day, and I've done one since the beginning of the year. And we're up to July, and this isn't in, so I could take it out easily. And I just want to, and it's in by, it goes in by elastic. And this is the inside of the back, the inside of the front of the journal, the binding that has some jewelry on it, and then the back is plain. And this is what it's looking like. It's looking already full, pretty full. Let me move this out of the way. It's much easier to do the pages this way for you. Okay. So I start off with a page from a watercolor book, and I just use that kind of as a cover that I have for 2 months. So this is July and August. And this time I put a little flap on here and put in some blackberries, a photograph that I took, which I've been picking at the beginning of July. And then I continue on with stenciling that I had done and some washi tape and my new tennis shoes that I got that reminded me of something I had when I was very young, I don't know, around 9 or 10 or something like that. And they were Ked's pink tennis shoes, and that's what I wanted to get, and I found them and I ordered them, and now I'm reliving those moments. July the 3rd ended up being June. I was writing June all through the month of July. I didn't want to mess up this piece, so I just wrote it in pencil there. So that's a mistake, but it's okay. And July the 4th was remembering back in 1998 where we used to have neighbors to our house, and we had an event. We had crab legs and corn and potatoes and shrimp and all sorts of things that we had a celebration. And then in the front, in our cul-de-sac, we used to set off fireworks. And the whole cul-de-sac would join in and we'd have quite a display. This was a tag that I had made, I put in here. And by the way, I keep track of the moon cycles, so that's what these round circles are. I'm also an oil painter artist, and I took a long time setting up this photograph. I had some roses, I think from the last video that I did, and I made this little still life, and my son helped me photograph it, and I've been working on that painting. July 7th and 8th, let me make sure I'm not skipping. I went ahead and did a watercolor and put it in here to use. This was an old painting that I did, I don't know, back in the 90s probably. And here we were eating some king crab legs and potato and corn and shrimp, just like what I said. And we did that on July the 11th. That was fun. Here I am starting the drawing of the painting. The computer screen that I look at, that I mark out with 1-inch blocks and draw it in there. And just some thoughts about near-death experiences. And a picture of the zinnias that I gathered from a friend's garden. Here's some of them here. And this was the day I was chasing a squirrel around my screened-in porch here. He kept breaking in. I had to scare him off. I had to give him a little scare so he'd stay out. One of the blue jays donated a feather here. And this is just some fussy cut stuff that I put in here. And this is a page to an old book. This was some paper that I got while I was at Blick Art Materials. I stopped at a Hobby Lobby, I guess is what it was, and used the paper here in my journal. And I just used the bag. I was supposed to put those photographs in there, I forgot. I went ahead and just glued them on here. It was a very yellow day. I needed to go find transparent yellow oil paint, and it takes me an hour and a half, I think, to get there, so it was quite a journey. I was out for 6.5 hours, and then I also bought some books while I was out, did some other things. Another watercolor. I wasn't very happy with it, but I went ahead and included it in here to use it. And just some old tags that I had done when I was in college. Some painting examples, I guess. This is some Mod Podge. Here's some napkins, a little bit of stamping, and some scrapbook paper. This was showing that there was a full moon that day, and I just did a little design and just did a little collage on here. This was a painting that I did in watercolor and watercolor pencil, and I tried to be loose. I'm a very tight and detailed painter, so this was an accomplishment for me. So I was proud of that. And this was something that I did back in 1983, so that's not recent. And then I'm going on to August, and I've already started working on that. So it was, I think the pages are getting better as I go along. I enjoy doing them. I like trying to figure out daily what might be interesting to put in here. Instead of just listing everything that I did that day, instead of writing out, you know, whether I went for a walk and what I ate and did I exercise, I thought I would just choose 1 or 2 things to write in here about what was fun. I saw 2 twin baby deers, little fawns. The word isn't deers, it's deer. So there you go. This was fun to do. I was experimenting with salt that makes these crazy marks here. I didn't get enough of an effect that I wanted, but I'm just practicing. So that's it. Until next time, I'll be showing you August. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.